Addresses have always been used to determine where people or businesses are situated. The unique combination of house numbers, street names, district and town names, cities and country names distinguish one geographical location from the other. Unfortunately, however, through the decades, with increasing urbanization and emerging settlements, has arisen the problems of bad addressing.
Have situations where you have the same address names, like you have, like I mentioned, you have Gurara Street in Wuse in Abuja, and you have the same Gurara Street in Maitama in Abuja. So somebody sends a mail or gives a mail and says it's delivering Gurara Street, Abuja. You start looking for which of the Gurara streets. You can have like 3 or 4. In Lagos here, you have Sura in Ilupeju, you have Sura in Lagos Island, you have Sura, I think, in Apapa as well. So you have different Suras that you start looking, which of the Suras am I looking for? So it's a lot of costs, and of course, it impacts on the business.
Let's start with bank customers. For you to have an account with a bank, you not only fill forms, but the banks are then expected to go and verify your address. So if somebody walks in, he's filled his form, he says he lives in Ikeja via Ikoyi, it becomes fairly easy. You go down the road, check the streets, and you have an address. What happens when the person lives outside of those areas, 10 kilometers out? So the banks tend to use third parties, and the third parties then come back and say, we've done the verification, and on trust the banks take it. It's when there's a problem with the police, they find out that that verification is not real.
Most people that are our customers do not know the standard and do not have the guideline on how to address a letter. Most letters that are passing through us are either carrying incorrect address or incomplete address. I give you example of incorrect address. Now, somebody will give you a landmark after the church or after the guest house. Definitely there is no way. And most of these places they are giving you as landmark, they do not have signboard.
Addressing has been a major problem in Nigeria, specifically on consumer credit, that they were asking, why is it that in Nigeria you must have 100% of whatever you want to buy? Then the discussion went on and we found out that, we don't have good addressing system. Therefore, the vendors do not know the people. And an example of the Agric Bank, when they give people loans and then they disappear. When you go to the house, you find somebody else.
Or let me give you one. Babuye Yemi, behind the house opposite the church. There are many houses behind the church or opposite the church. So, but with this update being done by NIPOST, I think it's going to make FRSA work much easier.
The consequences of bad addressing have not only been felt by the young man who has attempted to write a letter to his beloved, it has also affected the key stakeholders of the nation's economy.
It's important for government to know where people live. Government has quite a lot of social programs which they need to deliver to individuals. And government must be able to trace individuals to a particular place.
The bedrock of government services is proper addressing. The connecting link between a citizen and a government service, what we call Iduma in Kenya, is that you must have proper addressing.
The average courier guy takes out an average of 45 shipments a day, all right? And when it goes out to 45 shipments, it's expected to deliver. It is what he delivers that we get paid for, all right? Now, because of bad addressing, most of the time, they deliver maybe just like 20 or 25 shipments in a day, and that's what we get paid for. So it's double loss for us. One, we have spent money trying to get those things delivered, and we couldn't deliver because the addressing is bad. And at the same time, our revenue is cut down because we can only deliver only 25.
in the areas of driver's license is very important for you to provide your residential address for the license. Then for vehicle registration, you must also provide a valid address. Then for patrol enforcement, when there's an infraction and you are being booked, the law requires you to provide your full address, either the office or the residential. Then we also have the driving school standardization program. So for the would-be drivers and also the driving school operators, they're supposed to provide a valid address, verifiable address. Then we also have the road transport safety standardization scheme. That's the registration of all the fleet operators, in which the office is supposed to be registered with a valid address, as well as the information on the vehicles and the drivers.
Our postmen were finding it even very, very difficult. There are places that they do not allow our postmen to enter.
The Nigerian Postal Service, NIPOST, has taken the bull by the horn, revolutionizing the addressing system by introducing two innovative solutions to curb the menace of bad addressing. They are digital addressing and address verification.
The digital address system is dividing the country into 3 by 3 square meter and assigning unique address to that particular location. Now, in that unique addressing, it takes care of its alphanumeric. The first 2 digits, the states, the local government, the town, and the last digits are generated at the unique code generated to that particular location. And each of these unique address is tied to a postcode of that particular location. Now that's about the digital addressing system. On the address verification system, uses every person organization need people to be verified. So it allowed NIPOST to use the staffs, to use technology to be able to identify, to go to the place the person says he stays and verify truly whether he stays in that place or not. And if he stays in that place, they should be able to now take the picture of that place, take the coordinate of that place, location, and also match it to whatever it is in the digital addressing, and then have a database of truly where each Nigerian stays.
As of today, only 20% of Nigerians have well-defined addresses. So one of the 80%, we must take care of them. And since we now have digitization, with the help of the ICT revolution, we must find the best means of ensuring that every part of Nigeria is covered with a well-defined and digitally proven identity. That is what the digital addressing system is all about.
As one of the largest postal industries in Africa, with over 1,000 major post offices and close to 4,000 postal agencies across Nigeria's 36 states and Abuja, the Bisi Adegbuyi-led management has, over the last 2 years, transformed NIPOST into an efficient, effective, and technologically driven market-led government agency that competes favorably in the committee of the world's postal systems.
I saw that NIPOST still had a lot of infrastructure spread across about 1,500 locations all over Nigeria. They also had well-trained staff who had always been part of NIPOST.
Now, what NIPOST is simply doing is to leverage on our network, our reach, and the fact that there is no part of Nigeria where we don't have this massive national infrastructure. And leveraging on that is to distribute happiness, because we are everywhere, because we know the nooks and crannies of Nigeria.
Beyond national relevance, postal institutions have global relevance. From that dimension, if we want to become globally competitive, we have to do something about NIPOST.
I believe that what NIPOST is doing to digitalize the addressing system here will have a lot of impact in everything that we do. It will have impact in all the sectors of the economy. It will improve e-commerce, it will improve identity management, and also, of course, improve the financial sector too.
The string that NIPOST is putting together contains what used to be my street number, my house number, my ward number, my local government number, and all those in that short string. And because it's digitized, it's also easy for people who want to use it for different types of services to pick it up and automatically apply them.
Of the many reforms and technological advancements taking place in the new NIPOST, digital addressing and address verification are unarguably the most innovative. Here's how it works. Simply open the NIPOST address app on your mobile phone. Claim your address, and a unique digital address will be generated for you. This technology brings numerous benefits to the Nigerian public, to NIPOST, and to the nation's economy.
We just have to key into it because it has to do with the ERGP, Economic Recovery Growth Plan of the government. It goes to the heart of it, and it has potentials to revamp that sector and also contribute significantly to the revenue of the federal government. It just makes sense that once you know where you're going and you can deliver, what it means is that you're going to ramp up your revenue by another 50%.
Combining the unique biometric features with the geography, which is what I understand the digital addressing system that you set is 3 by 3 meters will work. Then it means that there's no longer any hiding place for fraudsters.
The concern of Nigerians about getting, proper addresses, and their, postal materials delivered will be easier, and I believe every Nigerian will be happy that he can be traced, and that anybody who is also doing business with him can also be traced.
Our ambition to ensure that everybody in Nigeria can be accessible. All right, that is one. Two, to ensure that we increase the volume of postal business in Nigeria. Now, the importance of that is that it is not only for NIPOST, even Korea, private sector will now be able to enter into the postal businesses, and that will now bring about economic growth in Nigeria. The second issue is that we want to also increase, all right, provision of essential services to the underserved and unserved area. Lack of addresses today makes it difficult sometimes to even identify certain people that you can provide essential services to them. The third issue is that really we want to also, our ambition is to have a database of addressing this system that becomes a reference point of connecting people to people, people to government, and business to business. At this day, we don't have any holistic database, all right, based on addresses. And that will serve as a reference point that every organization, be it security, be it government, be it social, be it banks, for the service, they all refer to that as a reference point of connection between people or business and so on and so forth. Today, one of the critical issues in doing business is lack of trust. I don't know where you live. People that give them loan, where do we get them? All right, you can't use the NIMC identification because it's just this one, but you don't know where he lives. So one of the critical issues that the digital addressing system will address in this country is the issue of trust, confidence, and that also increase business activities in the country and economic growth of the country.
Presently, only about 20% of Nigerians have verifiable addresses. With digital addressing and address verification, this figure is projected to increase to 80% in the next 2 years.
And of course, everybody is happy. Small businesses are happy, the delivery companies are happy, and the customers are happy.
To say that the narrative of NIPOST has changed will not be an immodest statement. We are very proud to say that within a year plus, NIPOST has transformed, and we are very proud to say it.
And I'm excited about the re-engineering and the innovation that is going right now under the current management. It's unbelievable.
The good news is that the digital addressing technology is scalable and can be extended to neighboring countries and to other parts of the world.
Nigeria currently will be the third African country to adopt this new technology, with regard to addressing system. And throughout the world, Nigeria will be the 7th. But what is important is the fact that the population of Nigeria alone is that of more than all the other 6 countries which already operate this. So the success of this new technology would be, a yardstick, and will be, a guardian for other countries to also imitate this, so as to bring convenience and benefit to their various countries. So we as a country, as pace setters in this area, we can appropriately describe ourselves as pace setters in view of the huge number of cities that we are dealing with and the expanse of land that is also to be covered.
ECOWAS has a role to play when we are talking about integration, because if you observe, we are surrounded by 4 Francophone countries, from Chad to Niger to Cameroon and Benin Republic. They are Francophone countries. They do come here. And there is free movement within the region among the 15 states. That means I can drive from here to Dakar. I can drive from here to Freetown. So what I'm trying to say is that if there's an infraction over there, or peradventure there's an incident and they need to trace the person without a valid address, there's no way communication could be established. So I think, and also when you're looking at the ease of doing business, you need a valid address.
With this reliable geospecific addressing system, the problem of bad addressing in Nigeria in no distant time will be a thing of the past. Thanks to NIPOST, now Nigerians, postmen, businesses, and those who are tasked with the responsibility to identify and safeguard lives and property can smile again. NIPOST, posting the post into prosperity.
Hello, Mommy. Hello, my son. Mommy, I'm almost at the place. Can you send the direction again? My son. Let me send you our digital address. Mommy, you two have gone digital. Don't worry, I'll try to find my route the usual way.
Let me even try the address.
Welcome, my son.
Thank you, Mommy. The address worked.
NIPOST, posting the post into prosperity.